Not on the right page. Hi kiddos, so at this point we have now finished this unit. Yay! We solved equations and now we solved linear inequalities. So for tomorrow's lesson and for your unit assessment, we are going to compare and contrast those two. So to get us thinking about the difference, I want us to solve this homework. So on the left, we have a linear equation. So I see parentheses, which means I need to do my distributive property. So when I distribute, I get 7x plus 7 times 5. Okay, underneath I'm going to simplify that. So I have 7x plus 35. And then don't forget about that 5x that needs to be brought down, and that 17 that also needs to be brought down. Now when I look, I can see that both of these have an x and it's on the same side. Those are called like terms. And when I combine those, I get a 2x. And I bring down my 35. I bring down my equals. And I bring down my 17. Now we're going to solve the rest. We have a two-step. So it's going to use inverse operations. So I'm going to go ahead and move what's on the outside circle. And that is the 35. I bring down my 2x. And on my right side, I'm going to do 17 take away 35. That gets me negative 18. And last step, I'm going to divide my coefficient, which is 2. And we get x equals negative 9. Now let's do the same thing with the inequality. And if you notice, it's the same exact numbers. So we're going to do that same thing. I'm going to distribute. Okay, then I'm going to combine like terms. And now I'm going to use my inverse operations, just like we did when we did equations on the left. Okay, now I'm going to divide by 2. And we get x negative 9. Now our question with inequalities is our golden rule. Okay, so let's ask ourselves, did we multiply or divide? Yeah, we did. We divided. When we divided, was it a negative number? No. So what happens to our symbol? It stays the same. Okay, so I see a number line, so I'm going to go ahead and graph that. Unfortunately, that number is not on here. So let's go ahead and change these numbers on the bottom. Whoops. Okay, so let's make this negative 9, negative 8. Okay, so I have a symbol here. What does the symbol represent? That is a less than symbol. And it is open because it is not equal. And I'm going to shade to the left. Okay, so now that these two things are solved, we're going to compare and contrast. So how is the solution to the equation, x equals negative 9, similar to the solution to the inequality, x is less than negative 9? So it is similar because for both the equation and the inequality, we got the same number. Okay, but how is it different? Okay, and it's different, and this is one of the more important questions. It's different because for the equation, there's only one answer, and that is x equals -9. For the inequality, there are many answers. Okay? Because for the inequality, x can be any number less than -9. So if we pick something in our shading, that might be -11, maybe it's -12, maybe it's -20. All of those could be answers. So for equations, we can only have one answer, where inequalities, we have many, many, many different possibilities.